So what I've done now is I've actually sorted it out and cleared it away from the crank. So if you take a look down now, and what I'm going to do, if you can like run across while it's moving, is you'll see how clear it is. So now it's not sticking now. Stay there a minute. Hang on. That's it, stay there. See there now? Spot on that. Now it's clear of the crank. Now I can put the pistons in. So you can see now the word this, and the first piston's in and it's facing the right way now. And if you to just go this way, you can see now it's facing the flat timing belt. Yeah, so I'm just going to rotate it now. There we are, now it's sorted. It's not sticking up like it did before. See like there now? It's actually spot on now, that, and it's not even pressing down like it did. Now that's top dead centre, that. That's how it should be. So now continuing with number 4 piston. Actually number 1 piston, because this is number 4. Alright, something's back on now, I've got the engine on a lean. So that's job sorted for that. I've just got to reseal it there. And then that's it, then I can flip it back over and then try the pistons now. Now there's clearance on the pistons and the crank. I'm not going to get any of that sticking like I was doing before. So all pistons are back in now, and as you can tell, overhead view of it. Yeah, they're actually saying now, dis, which means belt, and it's facing towards the timing belt. So if you ever do pistons on an engine rebuild, make sure that these pistons are facing that belt. Otherwise, you'll end up with it wrong way. So I'm going to rotate it now. You should see how the handling. Feels a lot better, a lot smoother, quiet. There we are, and that's bottom half with pistons completed. Just going it up, and that's it. Now that is set at top dead centre, and it's actually, I'd say about 30 degrees after top dead centre on bottom half. Right, so what I'm going to have to do is put this air gasket back on, what I had on the other engine, and it's quite simple because if you take a look over this way, I'm not sure what I mean, there's things like this here is where it's like got its own shape, and like on there as you can tell, it's got a shape, you see. So all I'll do is put it in place, stick it on, and there you go. Now that's spot on that. Because the overhead gasket was like giving off big gaps like at this area here, and it was like more to that, it was just going to leak, so I'm not being funny, but personally I'd rather stick with the right head gasket for it. Now it's time for put on the cylinder head. So as you can tell, it's got new valves in it now, and I'm happy about that, and they're all moving. So all I need to do now is stick it with the rest of the engine, as you can see there. So I've got them all set out, all on them, so starting off with number 1, that's here. That's 1. 2. 3. 7. 8. 10. There we are, my battery's just died on my gun. Right, there you go, that's all the head bolts done. Now it's time for putting the hydraulics and the tappets on top, and then start putting the top cover back on, and the injectors. So as you can see as well, the way the air gasket is sitting is spot on now, that, and that's tight to it. So that's job starting now between the head cam and the bottom half cylinder block and the air gasket itself. Okay, so I've kept all the hydraulics and tappets in oil, and there they are. I've kept them in now for, well, overnight, so they've got plenty of lubrication on them. So what I'm going to do is pop them in and you'll see the end result in a minute. As you can tell now, I've put them all in, put a bit of oil on them, and all I need to do is feed some oil into them valves to keep them properly lubricated. What I need to do now is put some oil into these. What I do is just squeeze them in. That's one done. Let's do the same with the other side. Same again. Same again all the way over. So, same again. So last one at least. Job sorted. There we are. All valves now are properly lubricated. Right, engine's on the floor, and I've put the flywheel on, and now I'm putting the clutch on with the clutch alignment, getting the gearbox on together with the drive shafts. Right, engine's back together, gearbox is in, and it just needs sorting out with the bolts and getting that in line. I also need as well to take that sensor off and change it with the new one, but that's all. That's just a reverse sensor, but I'll still carry on with this and get it where it's all tight. And that's it then, and then the gearbox is on to the engine.